So this is our weekly catch up with James. It's freezing cold, wind is blowing like crazy. We're just on the tail end of a storm. So what did you have? This in the dry, James, or what?
Well, the storm, what are we on today? Tuesday. The storm came on Saturday. Friday before that, I took that back bit of roof off. Wasn't very clever really, but I needed to get that block work done. So yeah, we got a bit caught out really. It wasn't too bad. A bit of moisture came in and just tripped the fuse on the kitchen ring, but the kitchen's gone now. So we've moved, we put a temporary kitchen in now actually. But yeah, we're all right. Doesn't matter if it gets wet now.
So this is the kitchen, this is rip out then?
Well yeah, this is where we started on the first episode, instalment. We're standing here with the kettle and the sink was here.
Oh yeah.
But well, it had to go, obviously, because we've ripped all this lot out here now. Ready for our getting our new roof in, moving our steel, well, getting a new steel, pushing it a bit higher so we can get back to the original ceiling height and take it through as far as possible.
You're going to bury that one in. So which way are your joists running then, upstairs?
They are running, or existings are running left to right.
Oh, are they? That's not too bad then, is it?
And then we can do whatever we want coming off as long as we're level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
but
right.
Just as far as getting the steel up, you haven't got to start trimming the ends of joists. You should be able to push it up into space.
Yeah, exactly. It'll tuck right around the side of it. And what's even better than that is they've built a single skin of brickwork from, like the original was built from here, just to the other side of the floor joist upstairs. Then they've put another plate in and then made it into a double skin.
Oh right.
So it's great for us because we've only got one.
You've got one steel.
One to pick up on.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Yes.
So is that steel up there? Is that coming out then?
That one will. I think that was put in the 70s when they did the this extension, but it's a bit rusty now. Obviously, they didn't used to paint them up.
No.
So for the sake of it, you know, we'll get a new one.
But when we think about it, what's that? That's 30, 40, 50 years.
50 years.
50 years.
Pushing 50 years.
And it's only a bit of surface rust, isn't it? So
yeah,
they do all right, really, don't they?
Yeah, I mean,
still standing. That's the main thing.
So as the clients are still living in the house, obviously we mentioned before we've got to keep everything up and running as best as possible, and now this kitchen's gone. So what we've done is we took the sink unit, a few units, and we moved them into what is, I suppose, described as the breakfast room currently, which is in fact going to be the position of the new kitchen, which is perfect for us. So if you come through here, we've put a little temporary kitchen together. It's pretty much the position of where the new sink's going to be going. So we were able to get our whole board out ready for the waste to go through the wall and into the well, it currently goes into a gully out there, but we've got a 4-inch soil pipe which is going to be passing underneath, which we're now going to tap into once the extension's built. But yeah, it's not too bad. Dishwasher's going, washing machine, fridge.
So they're all up and running.
The all-important kettle. We've got to have that. That's number one. That.
Yeah.
But yeah, it works well. So we've just run a temporary hot and cold round to it for now, just to keep it all going. This wall is going to be coming out. So we've just bought a hot and cold through down here, which just comes on the other side of here currently. It's all temporary until this is gone, and then everything's going to be run underneath the floor then.
It's great the fact that you can just run these temporary supplies in plastic now, isn't it?
That's it. I mean, it's ideal for that.
Yeah.
I do like a bit of copper.
Yeah.
I love soldering joints and stuff, but for situations like this, you know, probably half a day I had that out, back in here, and all up and running.
Yeah.
Well, I needed to because I wanted to get the kettle on.
And they knew when they came home it was all there, wasn't it, for them? So.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I think she was a bit surprised about how much we actually got going on it. She wasn't expecting a dishwasher.
No.
But still got it.
You've got a labourer now.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. He's a good lad actually. Casual labour as well, because the trouble is keeping someone going 5 days a week. Yeah. You know, it's not always that easy. Especially if I come across a little problem, I need to, you know, stop and think about something for a little while. You know, I don't want him standing around, you know, scratching his backside whilst he's waiting. So he's great. I get him in, and he comes in when I need him, and I'll make sure there's a full day's work for him. And he's a good grafter, actually.
And he's not on the phone all the time?
No, I haven't seen his phone once, actually.
Perhaps he hasn't got one. Perhaps he's the only young person in Britain without a phone.
Maybe.
That'd be something, wouldn't it? Anyway, so these windows have been done then?
Yeah, these ones are done.
Oh, right. Yeah,
so, yeah,
they look nice actually, don't they? They take a bit of the bulk out of it.
Some of the rooms had the original Edwardian glass, which is a little bit bumpy and wavy as you look through it. But now having the modern stuff, you know, it's they've really commented on how much
how
better
much
they are
lighter and brighter it is. Yeah. I always find that. I used to have a friend who did up properties and sold them, you know, and he said to me that you could make money buying a property, clearing every single thing out of it, any traces of the previous owner, just get rid of everything. And he said, tidy the garden up and clean the windows, then put it back on the market. And he was sometimes, without doing any building, could increase the value of the property by 50 grand or something like that, just for doing that, you know, which is like 2 labourers in there for a fortnight. Where's he in?
He's skiving.
I reckon he's gone out the window. It's like, I remember back in the day, you know, the people used to work on sites illegally, and then if the DHSS came around or somebody, they were
out the window
and gone.
Oh, he's putting he's ruined my paintwork.
Oh no.
What's going on here?
They'll dock it out of his pay, mate.
It took me ages, that.
Somebody was asking us about the paint.
Yeah, the clients actually supplied the paint themselves.
Right.
It's just because they like this particular brand. It's actually Little Green is the brand.
I know them, yeah.
It's actually quite a nice paint to work with. You tend to find sometimes these sort of like high-end, if you like, kind of paints, they're not that great, but it's actually all right.
We're talking Farrow and Ball isn't that great, basically.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
But so on the internal stuff, they've bought a water-based satin wood.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as I saw it, I thought, you know, water-based. It just, for woodwork, I don't like it, but it actually went on really well. I was very, very surprised.
I'm a fan of it actually, having used a fair amount now, and decorators I had in. They went, oh no, we don't want to use water-based. And I said to them, look, if you use oil-based, it goes yellow, and the water-based doesn't. So I said, I really want the water-based stuff. And I think they just had to adapt to it and change their technique, because you don't keep laying it off, do you? You kind of put it on, and it helps to dip the brush in a little bit of water over yourself and shake it out. Yeah. And then it glides on, and then you just leave it and let it find its own sort of self-smoothing almost. Yeah,
definitely. I've also found what was good with it was using the synthetic brushes.
Yeah, that's
very
right.
fine synthetic brush.
I know.
I mean, I'm no expert on painting, but it definitely helped, especially when I was doing the back of the door.
Yeah, that's it.
Because it's quite a big area to do in one go, and you've got to keep it. You don't want any dry patches when you.
So that's it. That's the view of where James has been ripping off the roof today. And that's going to be pitched. That whole roof is going to be pitched all the way round. So we finally tracked you down, mate. Yeah. Just tell us about that chisel, because my eye is drawn to that chisel straight away. Look at those.
So a nice little brass cap on them, so it stops any tear.
Yeah.
On the top there.
Do you hit those with a? Do you hit them with an ordinary hammer or a mallet?
Unfortunately, at the minute I do. Yeah.
I promised him a mallet. I just ain't bought it yet.
Yeah. I want to make my own.
You want a wooden mallet that you made out of what, beech or something?
Lignum vitae, I think it's called.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. So who's pitching the roof then? Both of you.
Yeah. Well.
I want to see how this Rufus works. He's got a lovely little tool, little Rufus tool.
Yeah.
And you work out the rafter, and it gives you the angle for the hip and the valley. So,
straight away, yeah. No, it'd be nice. We're looking forward to seeing that. Yeah. But a little bit of more demolition work to do first.
Yeah.
So somebody put on the comments, I saw this morning, just on my way up here, somebody said, I'd really like to employ those two. They look like good guys. And I replied, you couldn't afford the chocolates and the trout.
Well, I'm stop eating the trout this time. And
well, I don't know. The trout, it was reduced. So. Let's get a few more shots.
This is the fabled step. This is what they took from the other part of the room and reused it. Nice to see. you're new to the building, yeah?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. How are you enjoying it?
I love it. It's really good to work with these guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. We heard that, funnily enough, which is why we came to film them. But what about
shot? That.
what about that freezing cold morning though? It was icy this morning, wasn't it?
It was a little bit.
It didn't bother you?
No.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Not really.
Is that nails this one?
You're a natural. And do you drink tea?
I do.
Oh, good. Because you get a lot of youngsters these days starting out the building and no, I don't drink tea. I say, well, you'll never be a builder.
Yeah,
You'll never be a builder, mate. You're Coca-Cola or whatever.
Without the tea.
That's it.
No, that's right. Good. I'm glad you're in the team. Welcome to the gang anyway. So the sign of a good labourer or assistant is that he can make the tea. Good. Full marks, mate. Yorkshire tea as well.
Oh.
Not that we do brand placement, obviously.
It's Ian that brings that in. He makes him think of home.
Yeah. Do you know what? I've been to those tea plantations in Yorkshire. Yeah. So that's all hacked off, ready for re-rendering. How did that render come off, James?
Easy peasy.
Was it?
Asked Dave actually. He took most of it off. But
Oh, really?
yeah, it was. It didn't take much, but it's like we were saying before, directly onto Thermalite. It's not the best stuff, really, is it?
No. But sometimes it drags the thermalite away with it. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's actually separated quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Bit of brick, bit of thermalite, bit of concrete, and then maybe a little bit of meshing over the join. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That'll.
I think I'm gonna mesh everything that's Thermalite. I'm gonna mesh the whole lot, and then pull it across the joint.
You might as well, mightn't you?
Yeah, it's not worth messing around.
Yeah. Do you know how to adjust that hat?
That's great. Actually, it's a very comfortable hat.
Is it?
Yeah, most of them, when I used to work in construction sites, the hats that we used to use, even after like 10-15 minutes, it started to become uncomfortable. But I've been wearing this whole day. Well, not this one, but you gave me this. But another one.
Yeah, same.
It's just so comfortable.
Yeah. So have you got it adjusted right now?
Yeah, it's...
Test. Lovely job. You were too quick. Could do that again. Too quick for me.
That's the official.
That's lovely. Brilliant. Lovely.